5. Cyclops baby. There have been very few recorded cases of babies born with one eye, an extremely rare genetic defect known as cyclopia. Typically, babies born with this disorder have one eye in the center of the forehead, no nose, and a brain that fuses into a single hemisphere as opposed to dividing. In 2006, a baby girl in India was born with cyclopia, however, died just a few days later but not before some worshipped her, believing that she was a physical manifestation of a god. It was believed that the defect was caused by an anti-cancer drug while the mother was pregnant or from a chromosomal disorder. More recently, in 2015 a baby boy in Egypt was born with cyclopia, but this time due to the mother being exposed to radiation during pregnancy. No humans have survived with cyclopia for more than a few days following birth. 4. Werewolf syndrome. Werewolf syndrome, or the general term, hypertrichosis, is when there is an abnormal amount of hair growth over the body, believed to be caused by a spontaneous genetic mutation. Extreme cases of hypertrichosis can leave sufferers with an appearance similar to that of a werewolf. In fact, back in the 19th and early 20th centuries, sufferers of extreme hypertrichosis, such as Julia Pastrana or Bear Woman and Jojo the Dog-Faced Boy, were exploited in sideshow freak acts. Still to this day, there is no known cure for the condition, and the only feasible treatment is to shave or wax the hairs, like one would do anyway to get rid of unwanted hair. Not even laser hair removal is viable, as this runs the risk of causing scarring, dermatitis or hypersensitivity. Human tail. Animals have tails which serve different purposes, for example, for communication in dogs and for balance in kangaroos, but in humans, the coccyx, or tailbone, is a vestigial structure, meaning it has no use. But in some rare cases it is possible for the coccyx of a human to grow, and this is evident in the case of an Indian tea estate worker by the name of Chandra Oraon. He is famous for having a 13-inch tail, and this has made him an object of devotion to many who believe he is an incarnation of the Hindu god, Hanuman. In fact, thousands of people would travel great lengths just to see Oraon and would touch his tail to cure themselves of severe ailments. It is believed that Oraon's tail is a result of a congenital malformation, known as spinal bifida, an incomplete closing of the backbone. Oraon has refused surgery to remove his tail, and according to his family, it has become a part of him that he cannot live without. Oraon isn't the only alleged incarnation of Hanuman, as a boy by the name of Arshad Ali Khan, also from India, was born with a 7-inch tail and was worshipped because of it. However, he later made the decision to get his tail removed. 2. Frog-like baby. In 2006, a frog-like baby was born in Nepal without a fully developed brain or skull, no neck, and abnormally large eyes that were literally popping out of the eye sockets. That very baby suffered from a rare condition known as anencephaly, which occurs when the neural tube, a layer of cells that develops into the brain and spinal cord, fails to close during the first few weeks of embryonic development. This leaves the baby blind, deaf, unaware of its surroundings, and unable to feel pain. Sadly, with such defects means imminent death within a few hours after birth, which was the unfortunate case for the Nepalese baby in 2006. 1. Tree man illness. Epidermodysplasia verruciformis, or quite simply, tree man illness, is an extremely rare recessive hereditary skin disorder characterized by the growth of scaly macules, papules, and warts on the skin that resemble tree bark. It is caused by a genetic mutation on chromosome 17 which increases susceptibility to human papillomaviruses of the skin. Still to this day there is no cure for the condition, and sufferers have a hard time of living, being unable to do everyday things. Even walking can be a challenge, as the branch-like warts can weigh as much as 13 pounds, which was the case Deed Koswara, an Indonesian man who suffered from this very condition. His story was made into several documentaries, including TLC's My Shocking Story series in the episode Half Man Half Tree. Koswara lost his family, job, and independence because of the illness, but despite this, he was still hopeful for a cure. Sadly, Koswara died at the age of 42 from complications related to his condition.